Okay, so at this portion of the lab, what we're going to be doing is adding and subtracting arc degrees, minutes, and seconds. Degrees, minutes, and seconds, as you've been reading and seeing through the other lectures, etc., that we're looking at various ways of defining coordinates on the Earth. And so degrees, minutes, seconds is one of those ways. Where you have your degrees being the pinpoint, or your degrees being kind of the general location, and then as you go through minutes and seconds, that's how you can more pinpointly precise, or precisely pinpoint, I should say, an exact location on the Earth. So that's what we're doing. We're going to run through this exercise to practice adding and subtracting these things, and then we'll continue on with more ways about actually finding distances between two places, etc. So let's go ahead and start with a subtraction problem here, number 1, okay? And so I have 37 degrees, 23 minutes, no seconds in this one, okay? We know the minutes is with a little apostrophe. So 37, 23 minus 2 degrees, 56 minutes, okay? And the first thing I would do in this situation is to kind of rewrite this problem out, in this case here. So we're going to do, actually here, let's just move this on paper below the 37, 23. So actually I'm just going to kind of do this, whoops. Okay, 22 degrees there, and we know this is 56 minutes there, okay, like that. I'm kind of going to X this out because I don't want this to distract me, okay? And it's simple math at this point, what we do. The thing that's really important to remember, as we've kind of outlined here in the instructions, is that we're working in 60 intervals of 60, okay, not 100 as you would traditionally do with mathematic equations. So 60 is the limits here. When we reach a 60, that's when we, unless it's degrees, when we reach a 60 in the minutes or seconds, that's when we add or borrow or subtract from the larger portion to the side. So for example, let's start with the right side. And if we go 23 minus 56, we can't do that. We need to make this number larger. So we would need to borrow a degree from this 37 here. And so in order to borrow 1 degree, okay, we're going to actually be adding 60 minutes here to this 23. So let's just kind of write this out. 60 plus 23. And we know that that equals 83, right? Okay, so that 23 is now going to become 83, which is going to turn into, okay, 83 minus 56. And when we calculate that, we get, well, let me just do some quick math here. 83 minus 56, we end up with a 7, 13. 13 minus 6, 7, 7 minus 5, 2. Okay, so 27 is the answer here. 27 minutes. And then for degrees, 37 minus 2, sure, that would work. But actually now this becomes 36 because we borrowed one of these for over here. So we have 36. I'm just going to kind of do this. I know it might be hard for you guys to see what I'm talking about here, but that's now 36 minus 2. Okay, and we know 36 minus 2 is 34. Okay, so we end up with the answer here being 37 degrees, 27 minutes. Okay, now let's do an addition problem, all right, where we have 37 degrees, 23 minutes plus 2 degrees, 56 minutes. Okay, so to do that, it's going to be kind of this, basically the same type of thing. Let's add the 256 down here, okay? All right, plus, gonna get rid of those, okay? Now, when we add these two together, we end up with, let's see, let's do it over here, 23, 56, like that, 9, and 7. Okay, so we end up with 79. And we know 79 won't work because the limits is 60 in that case. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to add one of these, we're going to take 60 away from this, okay, leaving us with 19 in this case. Okay, so minus 60 with 19, okay. And then this 60 is going to be an additional 1 here, so that's a plus 1, all right. So we end up with 19 here, okay. And we have, let's see, 1 plus 37, that's 38, plus 2, that's 40, okay. All right. And so that's how we do subtraction and addition, basic mathematics type problems when it comes to coordinates, arc degrees, minutes, seconds.